Hello my friends and welcome. We are starting from the point where I finished my last vlog block, exactly at the same parking place. I decided to record one more vlog, also starting from the car, but I found out one more location destination. By the way, it's the other day I'm here. Because the weather is outstandingly good for November months. I decided to really have some of the trips on my car and later on hikes. So now we're getting to some of the point where there's the big truck. I wonder how there's the car here. So now we're heading to the point where I saw on the map a wonderful mountain, and also there is cafe, and according to reviews there is a very tasty goulash. So to taste this goulash and to climb the mountain, hopefully I'm heading towards the very interesting place. I hope that the weather will not deteriorate significantly. It's kind of unpredictable, could be in the mountain area, but the forecast for today is kind of fine. Now it's 12 degrees plus, in November months it's outstanding, I would say. Well, here in Switzerland the weather compared to Ukraine, it's a little warmer. I wouldn't say that in the mountains it's warm, but at this up to 1,000 meters, it's pretty much okay. But now we are at 1,200 meters, descending to some sort of the local village. Just look at this nature. And guys, yesterday then I hiked. Today I feel way better. Then you have this kind of the physical activity. I think I should implement it daily into my schedule. Some walks. It doesn't necessarily mean I should drive somewhere, maybe just walking around my neighborhood or something. So walking actually matters, especially then I'm on a diet, probably gonna lose even more weight. Now my weight is more or less stationary. It's like 92 kilograms, something like that. I don't know how much is that in pounds, but initially the weight was 108, so I lost 16 kilograms. That's quite a lot. I feel way better, but for the last, I would say, 3 weeks almost, the weight is not going down, and I feel that I have more appetite. It seems like my organism, my body, it wants to consume now more foods. Before it wasn't like that. And sometimes I think maybe I should try some medicine, like Ozempic is very popular, Wegovy, Mounjaro. I already read about those, but I don't want to really experiment with my health. And I think it's kind of tricky. I read also about side effects that could lead even to the loss of the sight, the vision, which is very important for our life, but there were some of the cases occasionally, but they were like very tiny percent, but it was like that because of those injections people lost the sight. It's crazy. Not completely, but it was deteriorated for some of the patients. There are multiple of the other side effects like vomiting, diarrhea, disturbances with this digestion system, I guess it's called like that. So maybe without those side effects I would try, but it doesn't guarantee that you would not face those, especially the sight. It's very important, and I don't want to risk. And also my BMI index is already below 30. So I'm not obese any longer, and for prescription you have to have some sort of the obesity or diabetes according to local regulations to even purchase that. So the doctor will not prescribe me this medicine, and in Switzerland you cannot purchase it just like that in pharmacy. You need to have a doctor consult, and doctor will say, I'm pretty much fine, you don't need this Mounjaro or Ozempic or whatever. And I think that after all I don't need it. Maybe if I was like 120 kilograms for my height, I would purchase that to lose the weight completely, immediately. Plus I think that there could be bounce up again if you use this kind of the medicine. Your body gets used to it, you have this lower appetite for some period of time, you have this slow down digestion, again this word, and later on then you are out of the medicine, because you cannot use it forever, right? Like several months it's okay, like this course, but later on you have to go back to the normal food consumption, and you can bounce back to 100 with something kilograms once again. It's kind of the interesting place, some of the church here, and the big lake. I don't know the name of the lake, but I just I know where I'm going, you know, because I saw a very good restaurant with a very beautiful mountain on 3D map on Google Maps, and I'm heading towards there. Everything is beautiful in this area of Switzerland, and to get here, yeah, I have to drive the highway. Unfortunately, it takes me some time, but I like this place. Oh shit, it seems like I'm speeding too much. Here, ticketing is very easy to obtain. Those speed tickets. It was, I guess, too much. I was driving 60 a little. Forgot to check out my speed indicator, and just look at this very beautiful lake here. I hope you can see it. Yeah, we're out of the village now. I can push the pedal a little, yeah. Lots of the farms, very old buildings in this district. Can I call it a district? I think it's just some sort of the village lake. There are lots of the lakes in Switzerland, and this one is on pretty much high elevation, 900 meters, roughly 3,000 feet. Well, it's not very high, I would say. 3,000 feet is okay, but still it's more than on sea level. So this plateau, yeah, some sort of the plateau we have. And I see that the weather is sunny, but there are some of the clouds still, white clouds. I think it's good. I think it's great, like with those clouds. The sun is not shining too much as it could, and for filming it is also nice. Nevertheless, you can film the worms and heat today. By the way, today is high magnetic activity, like 8, I think they forecasted for today, and you cannot hide from those sun rays. I mean, not from direct sun rays, you can hide from them, but from electromagnetic you cannot hide. Fortunately or unfortunately, even in your house you can feel them. And some people, they're very dependent on this sun activity. Well, for me, I never felt it, or I guess I never felt it, but I think for me it's more or less okay. Here is a twisty, nice road. We're going to the shadow part behind the mountain. Yeah, it's so beautiful here. And also I like that it's like the plus of my job, that I don't go to office and I can use the time as I want. Yeah, obviously I'm connected to my YouTube channel with my daily updates, and now the plan is to upload 2 videos a day, but still I can plan my own time. Yeah, right now I want to film vlog, so I take the car, I film not the vlog, yeah, on this car, vlog video for me, for you. I really like this activity, and whatever activity I have, I want to film. Like, I have this feeling to share some sort of the information with you, just my thoughts about everything. I'm still under impression of the Ukrainian corruption scandal happening. It's so terrible, guys. And today I already decided I'm gonna film the video with all of the details as much as possible on my main channel. It's gonna be a very long video, but I have the dedication to film about it, and probably it's gonna be the biggest uncover, yeah, in English language from all of the YouTubers, like not from the big media corporations, but from the random YouTubers. It's gonna be the biggest uncover of what is happening out there in Ukraine, with corruption, with all of those schemes, scams, and high-rank officials, Zelensky's friends, and so on. Oh my God. Every day you have more and more information. It's like detective. National Anti-Corruption Bureau, they publish more of the stuff, more of the recordings which were recorded in Timur Medic, Zelensky's friend, apartment. It is crazy, guys, what was happening there. And yeah, by the time of the war, I think it's really a huge felony, and it should be punished as betrayal of the country with even life term in prison. Ukraine doesn't have the executions, but life term in prison I think could be applied because corruption happened during the war times, and they are so it's crazy, guys, what happened there. This is absolutely crazy. So it's really painful for me to read that stuff about Ukraine. By the time Ukraine is in a critical state, Ukraine has been attacked by Russia. It's very bad what is happening, but it's good that National Anti-Corruption Bureau, they started this investigation, and hopefully they'll finish it. And I don't care if whoever officials are involved, they should be punished all, whether it's Zelensky's friends or maybe Zelensky personally. It's like with Epstein files, whoever is in the list should be punished. So here, whoever did those corruption schemes from the energy sector, from army even, because there will be separate investigation about army. All of those people should be in prison. And if president is involved, including him, yeah, if it is proven, if it is evident for judges, if proven, yeah, that's what I want to say. So he should be also in this case in jail. For now, there are no direct accusations for Zelensky, but something tells me that he knew about absolutely everything that was connected to his friends. I don't believe that he didn't know. Well, we'll see. It's a very bad time actually for Ukraine to have those kind of the corruption scandals. Ukraine wants to join European Union, and yeah, okay, I told about it in my previous blog, so let's change the topic, let's say, because it's too much for me to think about it all the time. I cannot even think about normal videos. I just think about this very terrible stuff that happened. Oh, that's the nice view we have. Would you live in this area? It's kind of remote. You don't have, I think, big shops here. Just those small buildings around. But, the public transport is very diverse. It's very popular also in Switzerland, and it's working almost as a clock. So I think there is no problem to live even in this remote area. This place looks like some sort of the ski resort. I think it is. There are some of the ski lifts I saw on the way. I wonder what is this village? And yeah, of course, if you see those kind of the buses, it means that it's kind of the popular tourist place. Yeah, it definitely looks like it. And yeah, I don't know the name of the city, or it's not the city, it's a small town. Yeah, there is the shop where you can buy some of the skis. Our goal is just to continue to drive forward. I don't need fuel, just follow this bus. Yeah, I wonder what is this place. It looks nice. I thought it's the small village, but actually it's the small town. Now I can see many shops, even hotel is here. I bet there is a school, and it's kind of developed thing here. Now I need to turn to the right. We're proceeding according to the navigation. Wow, that's so nice. But architecture in Switzerland, it's kind of ugly, I would say. Just look at those buildings on the right, very close to the road. They're very the new modern architecture is nice in Switzerland, but this old buildings with small windows, they're kind of, I don't like those, especially inside. Then the ceilings are very low. It's also not good as for me. Back in Ukraine, we have the buildings with high ceilings. Here somehow they build the buildings, homes with low ceilings. I don't know why, but it's like that. Also lots of the old houses, like you see many of them, yeah? This one looks like an old house, a wooden one. Maybe it was renovated a few decades ago, but still like lots of the old houses. Some farms, and by the way, the grass is green here even during the winter time. Yeah, sometimes you don't see the grass under the snow, but mainly it's green. If the weather is good, if there is no snow, it's like that during the entire year. They don't use artificial fertilizers, I think it's called, yeah. They put just the cow poo on this grass. Yeah, it smells as shit, because it's shit. But everything is natural, and I like it. In Ukraine, there are some of the artificial fertilizers that I don't like. They also, by the way, smell not as stinky as shit itself, but still it smells. And for me, well, the shit smell is still better than some sort of the ammoniac, artificial ammoniac, I think it's called. My ears get clogged. That means we are climbing a little here. Oh, motorcycle, the first one for today. Yeah, the weather is perfect actually to ride motorcycle. Maybe I'm gonna ride Yamaha. Maybe. Should I film a motovlog? Can I? Should I? I don't know. Also with two of the cameras. But I think for you it's better with a car, yeah, like to see me visually, than just me being wearing helmet. I'm not sure, but we can do it. Yeah, very old house there is. Very, very, very old. There's some areas very modern, but this one I don't think it is. It's building on building. Now we need to go to the right. Nice. You know, about Switzerland, people say, who do not live in Switzerland, they say that, oh, Swiss people are rich. I don't see it. Maybe some percent of the Swiss population are rich, but I think it's a myth that all of the Swiss people are rich. The good thing here that working on almost every job you can earn enough to sustain your living, unlike in some of the other countries, like for example in Ukraine, try to live with a usual casual salary. But here you can live, I would say, more or less normally. At least you'll have enough money for food, for even renting apartment. But of course, if you have a spouse, both of you should work to allow the rent. The rent prices are high. But in some of the areas of our world, like for example in Canada, in United States of America, some of the cities, the rent price is even higher than here. So potentially in Switzerland, you may earn more and spend less compared to New York or Ontario, Toronto, Paris maybe even, yeah. So the rent price in those big cities, it's high. Yeah, in Zurich it's also high, but you can live 30 minutes away from Zurich and earn good money still and pay less rent. That's what most people do. And that's some sort of the lift here, yeah. It's the ski resort, really. But at this elevation, they should wait for snow. I think in December they'll have the snow, maybe. Maybe in January, we'll see. This year is like not too much snowy. It was rainy, so maybe in Davos or, I don't know, some other ski resorts, there is snow already, but not here. Yeah, absolutely great weather. It's morning time, still 11 a.m. I'm heading towards very interesting place, which is on top of this pass. Again, I don't know the name of this pass. I'm just going. Oh, this is the area with the bus. So bus has the priority. There was the sign. So if there's the bus, I should stop and give it the way. The bus should sign me, signal, or flash the lights. Because the road is pretty much narrow, so they have the priority, and I should be very careful here, because buses, they are very big. So it doesn't matter if bus goes this way or that way, I should give the way to the bus. Beautiful pine trees. Yeah, I think in the United States, you also, guys who live in the United States, you also have those kind of the areas with pine trees and everything. Maybe Seattle, maybe Idaho, Colorado, maybe, I'm not sure. I've never been to the United States of America. I want to go there as a tourist, maybe someday, but with Donald Trump they will not let me in because I'm too much critical about Donny. If they check my information, my online, my videos, my Telegram channel, they would understand that I am not supporting MAGA, not supporting Donny, and they're pretty much, critical about it. It's partially North Korea, I would say, that you have this sort of the censorship. I'm sure that I would not be given a visa, but yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but almost sure. There was the story with the guy who had, I don't know if it's true actually, but guy told that he got just a meme of JD Vance, this favorite meme with his fat face, and he was denied to enter. And he was from Germany maybe, or from France, I don't remember. So he left United States, was deported back. Crazy. He was going to United States as a tourist. But later on we see that JD Vance posts those memes himself, and even on Halloween he was wearing this kind of the meme suit with how you call it, with the hair, longer hair. He also started to gain some weight to be the better version of himself. And actually Rubio said that JD Vance could be an ex-candidate from MAGA. I'm not saying Republicans, because Republican Party is mainly gun, I would say. Well, there are some of the sane Republicans, but MAGA poisoned this party, and I may say that Red Party is MAGA now. And we'll see what would happen next, because can MAGA survive without Donald Trump? Can JD Vance be a new prophet of MAGA movement? I'm not sure. I think he's in lack of this charisma. I think he is being led by Donny, and he is not that. He is in lack of the leadership skills, I would say. And about the Trump, whether we like him or not, but he has some sort of the charisma. That's why he was elected, because he is good blah 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 guy. He's talented in brainwashing people. He is talented in telling absolute bullshit, and people believe it somehow. He even won the popular vote the last time. Yeah, maybe because Democratic electorate didn't show up on elections. If the same amount of people voted for Kamala Harris as they voted for Joe Biden the last time, well, Donald Trump would not be victorious. But yeah, he actually won the elections. I don't think that they will be capable to win those the next time in 2028. I think Democrat candidate will win it. I'm almost sure about it. I don't know what it could happen for people to vote for Republican candidate once again, or in this term we may say about MAGA candidate. I think they understand that Trump is stupid mainly. He's very unpopular president of the United States after he was elected. Well, because he's a populist politician. He didn't deliver anything from what he promised. His all policies are crap, including everything, basically, even immigration. he even created this internal division in the country with ICE, and it provoked some of the violence in Chicago, Portland. So his goal is to, I don't know, to create this internal enemy from Americans themselves, from, as he called, liberal leftists or something. Okay, so there is the parking on the right. That's the area where I will hike today. That's nice. And here is the parking lot. It's quite long and big, and I see that many people already parked their cars. It means that I will encounter them on the way to the big mountain, and I guess all of them are going to the restaurant, really. There is the restaurant very close to that mountain from what I saw, and I need to get there. I want to check out how I park the car. Luckily we have a video. Well, it's okay, it's fine. So now I'm gonna take this camera and we're gonna walk with you, we're gonna hike, and I'm gonna again breathe like that because all the way it's mostly climbing. Again, for every sort of the parking you have the application, and even though I guess the parking today here is free, but I should put the parking I will set for maybe even 3 hours, just in case. Oh no, I have to pay for it. Well, it's okay. 3 francs for 3 hours, 1 franc per hour. So it's like 3 euros. Just look at this mountain range. It's so nice. And there is the big mountain there. I'm gonna show you later on. I already checked it out on 3D map. So it should be on this walk. And yeah, we may check out the map itself. There is one more map, and what we have from the animals, like there are rabbits, some sort of the deers. This is topographic map, and here is just a casual map. So we are here on the way. I forgot my drone today, but it doesn't really matter for this type of the vlog. What is open, what is closed. And I can have a map. Just don't know where we are, but okay, I'm gonna look for it a little later, but it's interesting. Yeah, I took the one for research, and in cafe restaurant I'll read what is written here, because I already know my hikeway is just straightforward alongside this road. For now it's not climbing too much, that's why I'm not breathing that heavily as for the last time, but it will go up, I'm sure about it. There was the rain recently, wow. And again, there is the forest. And so many people today going, like lots of the people. I have my jacket, I have my water. What else? Knife, just in case. I don't know why, but I always take knife with me. And pretty much that's it. Some birds are singing. And guys, tell me if you like those kind of the blogs, then we may speak together about any sort of the topic. Oh, there is the building, very interesting one. And people are walking their dogs, and just look at this view. Oh my god. This is so beautiful. Yeah, I should visit that place too, and maybe should climb to the snowy area, who knows. This looks very beautiful. I think this is the different canton already, Canton Uri. That mountain is huge. I don't know if you see it because of the sun, but this is huge. Grüezi miteinander. Yeah, that's really awesome. That's fascinating. It's a fascinating view. But I'm going to that mountain over there. It has some sort of the building on the top. and I wonder if I can climb it. Well, idea is to get to the mountain. There is cafe, restaurant, and later I'll check if I can climb it. Really. And what is this? Some sort of the cafe or restaurant. Yeah, this area. Oh, here I can take an e-bike. I have also bicycle. Maybe I can take it with me here. Some sort of the cottage. Probably we're gonna go to the shadow with the camera. Nice. The building for lovers on a tree. Not the building, but the small house, yeah? Tree house. Baumhütte.ch. We can rent it with the partner, yeah, to spend the night in a tree. Nice. Yeah, because of the sun you probably won't see it, but this mountain range is so awesome. Maybe I can zoom in for you. Yeah, come on. Yay! It is possible. Zoom in for digital zoom. I think it's crappy for this camera. It's better to reduce to the normal perspective because digital zoom is not that great. And here is the trail. So many people today, I'm surprised. Because usually it's like working day and there shouldn't be so many people, but elderly guys who are already retired, they are walking. They have beautiful weather. They don't have any more job. They have free time to spend elsewhere. And I see mostly elderly people walking during the working days, yeah? The working days period. Whew, so nice, so nice. And the air is so fresh. I didn't take breakfast for today. I just drank coffee, some water, that's it. So I'm on a diet. I want to eat as less as possible. Not taking breakfast is okay for me. Then I wake up, I don't want to eat a lot. So I want to try some sort of the soup or goulash in that restaurant. From the reviews I read, it's a nice goulash out there. I like goulash. There are lots of the meat, some potatoes, tomatoes. It should be kind of tasty. Oh, there's the helicopter flying. The sound in the mountains is so strong. Even if the helicopter is far away, you can hear it. It's Raga, the safety rescue helicopter. I guess it's not even the government company. It's funded by some of the volunteers. Well, maybe they have some of the financial support for government because after all they save lives of people. One of the helicopters landed very close to my house and they rescued some of the people who were wounded or injured in a car crash accident. Yeah, again, one more view, and there is a car going fully loaded with wood. It feels like summer, honestly, not as winter at all. So there's the mountain, and below there is the, I think, city of Brunnen. I'm not sure, but it looks like that on the map. And for this mountain range, yeah, I have this, like the feeling to go to that some sort of the village and to climb on top of that mountain and continue this trip on top of those mountains. It could be challenging, I understand, but I'm sure that there is the way how to get there on a car and hike uphill. Yeah, I couldn't imagine the best weather for today, so absolutely I will not sit at home. I should go and hike. I really like this place. Yeah, magical place. And there are many of those in Switzerland, lots of them, especially in the mountain area. And I want to discover Switzerland because maybe in the future I'm gonna be locked in this country. There are some of the rumors going that for Ukrainians they will block the way out, so the travel permission will not be guaranteed any longer. Like sometimes I go to France, yeah, so I'll have to stay within the country. Well, I'm not sure about it. There were some of the rumors just. I hope they will not implement this stuff, because after all, we are not like refugees fully. We are on temporary protection status. But maybe they'll change our status for refugee. I don't know. So maybe I should travel more. But the main problem is that I need my studio, stable internet connection. I traveled before those 3 years to multiple of the destinations, and all the time I had issues with internet. It's kind of rare than you go to the hotel and you have enough internet speed to upload the videos or to film normally. So I would stick maybe to my office. I like it a lot, especially with my streams, because for streams you need good speed connection, of course. So it's the downside of some of the countries. But here in Switzerland, the internet is really fast. The fastest, I think, from all of the European countries. Maybe, I would put it under the question, but according to reviews and according to what I have here, well, I pay not that much for internet. I could boost it by several times, the speed. But what I have, it's 150 megabits. It's okay. For my job, it's more than enough, so I don't want to pay more for it. But potential is to grow it to 500. And even in Ukraine, I bought Starlink, because then I was there in 2022. We had blackouts. So blackouts in Ukraine are already for 3 years, but this winter is the most devastating could be for energy sector of Ukraine. But back in 2022, I got solar panel, EcoFlow battery, Starlink, just in case. And I used it not so many times. Then I left Ukraine and I still have Starlink. One of the Starlinks I bought, I gave to my friend, and now he gave it to Ukrainian army. So it's like that. And I still have one more Starlink that saves me. It saved me in many of the occasions, especially when I traveled. Well, Starlink is very, very good product. I don't really like what Elon Musk is saying now there on internet, and his behavior is strange, but the products he produces, like Starlink, maybe even Neuralink, helping people, those are good. I'm not saying about Tesla. Tesla is not for everyone, and honestly I don't like design. Maybe just Tesla Model S is good for me, like visually it's nice, good looking car. The rest are, I think, crappy looking cars. But Model S is nice, yeah. Maybe Tesla is good. I never owned the one, never drove the one. Just, I can judge on external factor. And still I don't trust those electrical cars, but probably I would maybe like to own the one, because it saves lots of the money, maybe, if you plug it into the socket. Of course, it's cheaper than to refuel it with diesel, petrol, whatever. I like Japan-made cars, German-made cars. Now I drive Audi. Before it was Opel. So I would stick maybe to German-made cars. I really like the quality. They are not so reliable maybe as Japan-made cars, but still they're good. I also like Subaru. Here they go with very underpowered engines, so that's why maybe Audi is better. And still I didn't buy the car. I own it in lease, so I pay the rent and I do not own it. And if I need to escape the country somehow, if they'll tell me to leave, I can just give it back and that's it. I don't need to sell it for the long period of time. I just give it back to Audi. That's it. It's very nice, convenient, but I understand that in a long-term perspective I would pay more for the car. But there will be the ownership option after a few years. But the car will be worn out in a few years, so maybe I'll better sell it than I own it. Interesting. Or maybe I'm gonna switch to another Audi. So far I like this manufacturer a lot. Mercedes is good also, but for me it's too vulgar, Mercedes. BMW is also nice, but I think Audi is more reliable as for me. And BMW, I'm not sure. Well, actually, I like that manufacturer. I mean, BMW. That's how it's pronounced, BMW. And because of its heritage, you know, it is connected to aviation. They were producing engines. So I like this long history of the company. And I like M versions, sporty variants, but I'm a family guy, so it's not for me. Not for me at all. I need a big space to put everything. If we go skiing, if we go somewhere. Oh guys, just look at this. This mountain we are heading to. There is some sort of the cafe should be underneath. Well, I calculated like from the parking spot I left the car to this place, it's like 40 minutes. I already walked like maybe 15 minutes, so half an hour left. Now I already feel that I'm hungry. That's fine. The road goes down here, sometimes uphill, sometimes downhill. Can I climb it today? I mean, that mountain. I'm not sure. I forgot the drone for the fantastic images. But maybe let's do it like a vlog, like what you see from this camera. I like DJI Osmo Action, I like the picture, it's better than on Sony X3000. Well, the sound is still better on Sony X3000 as for me, but I use this remote microphone, radio mic, DJI Mic Mini, and I think it's more or less okay for this camera. The sound from the microphone is more direct, you know, and it absorbs less of the environmental noise compared to inbuilt microphone to this camera, and for Sony X3000 it absorbs also everything, all of the environment. Here it is more articulated for your voice if I use this microphone. Yeah, I'm starving, I feel it, but it's fine. Yeah, less people here, and this is some sort of the farm. They sell meat, they sell eggs, and they sell wine. Alpschweine. Alps, oder it's Schweine oder Weine. I don't know if they sell wine or Schwein. Schwein means pig. It's hard to tell for me, I'm not a German speaker. Alpschweine. Should it be the Alp pig or Alp wine? I'm now confused. I need to be careful filming other people. Sometimes they're okay with it, but according to the local legislation, you cannot publish the information, like personal information and faces of people in internet. Well, you can publish, but if particular individual tells you to remove, that I don't want to be on your videos, you should remove it. So there is always like this complicated stuff here. But in the public places, you can usually film. There is no issues. But every person, potentially, according to the local law, may come to you and say, don't film me, please. I don't want to be on your videos. And you, of course, should delete it. It's not like in the United States of America, where public places are public even for recording. Yeah, you can record absolutely everything, publish this information on TikTok. There are lots of the viral videos out there on the internet. Then people are getting offended, being filmed in public. But it's according to the law, it's like the First Amendment right of Americans to film whatever they want from the public place. What they see with their eyes, they can film, they can publish, they can do with it whatever they want. Here in Switzerland, it's different. Yeah, you can publish, but every person potentially may tell you no, and you should obey with that personal privacy, I would say. At that privacy here, it is expected also in public. I know about it because I passed for the drone license, and then I was going through the online course for it. There was the part of this legislation, then you shouldn't film persons like from the distance, then their faces are unrecognizable, you can do it. But if personal information is out there in your videos, it's better not to film people. And in general, I try not to film people because of this reason. Like for example, here there are not many people walking, and every time I see someone walking towards me, I drop the camera, showing that I'm not filming anyone, I'm just hiking. And I want to go here once again. Just fascinating view, just, oh my god. There's some sort of the cloud forming. Yeah, some fog, cloud. Maybe in a very public place, like in a city, some busy street, you can do it because you're filming the streets, this public environment. But here it's like very occasionally you meet people. It's better to avoid filming them. It's interesting that you usually walk, you meet and greet people, say grüße, but sometimes they do not respond, and sometimes they do not say anything. Yeah, but in most of the cases they say something. Grüße. Like this elderly lady, she's I think 80 with something, maybe 90, and she's walking here. Awesome. Lots of the elderly guys are here, and I think they do absolutely great thing, walking, hiking at any age. Especially when you have this country, it's must have, I think. If you don't have the mobility issues, of course, it's better to hike, walk. And the older you get, the more attention I think you should put for muscles. Yeah, our mountain is over there. It's getting closer. Nice. Can I climb it or try at least to climb? I'll see. What is this? Okay, so... Oh, there are lots of the cafes, pointers. Where am I going? I think here. Ski house Holzek. I think this one, 1.2 kilometers to go. It's fine. Again, the same maps, which I take, also the same map. Yeah, it looks like it's Alp Zwecke. After all, it's Alp Peak, Alp Schwein maybe. Alp Schwein, yeah? The Alp Peak, not wine, but Schwein. Interesting. And here's the place for barbecue. You see how it is equipped. Nice. And someone collects this coal, used coal here. The bench and everything. Oh, so lovely place. I wonder what is in that box. Wood? Some of the wood to burn? Really? Yep. Some of the wood left there, but just on the bottom. So I guess you can turn it like this and cook something. But this is for the big company. The bench is not for the big company. So you have to take some chairs. Just imagine having barbecue with this kind of the view. Probably the best place in the world, could be one of those, to have this kind of the barbecue. Also, the idea of this channel is to film those kind of the vlogs, blogs, maybe some cooking, barbecue as well. I did it once with taco, put ketchup there. But I think I have ideas for hikes, maybe even spending night in a tent somewhere, snow, and like this outdoor boy style content. We'll see. It is not the main topic of the channel, but I'm gonna put some different activities here. It's very, very hard to go uphill. I start to breathe heavily, but it's must have to reach that mountain. And I wonder if I can really climb the mountain, because it's very steep. And you see that mountain is getting closer. Yay! I think 1 kilometer left to reach it, something like that. Whew. Well, here I'm in a local forest. It's very calm here. I can hear everything. I can whisper. And no one is here. Absolutely great. And just a short forest spot before reaching that mountain. Okay, we're going out from the forest and you see this mountain. It's really huge, actually, guys. It might look tiny here, yeah, just like that, but it's damn tall. And there is the city of Brunnen, I think. It's near to the city of Schwyz. Schwyz is over there, and the name of the canton, from what I understood, is the name of the city, Schwyz, and here is Brunnen. Also very beautiful lake there, surrounded by mountains, but during the winter time there is not too much light in the city from the sun. Here is the sunnier place, and here's one restaurant, it's closed, and I'm going to that one far away. There is the hotel slash restaurant, and maybe, just maybe, I'm gonna climb this mountain. Maybe, I'll try at least. It's gonna be very tough for me. I'm not sure if I can handle it today, especially after I eat tasty goulash, but it's like one of the variants to continue the hiking. Or maybe I should wait for other occasion, the same weather. Just forgot my drone, you know, it's gonna be pity to climb that mountain and not able to film drone images. I'll see if I can handle it. Maybe just the start of the climb, we'll see how it goes. Like, can I handle it with my weight, with my physiques? That looks awesome, you see. That looks so fantastic. I don't know if this camera really can handle everything, like the distance and the size of the objects. I really like DJI Osmo Action, but of course it's not like what I see. What you see, it's not what I see with my own eyes, of course. The dimensions of the objects are different. But the general picture, I think you still may understand. Well, actually it's a good start for the paraglider. Maybe from somewhere here, just right here, yeah? Put the paraglider and run, and you are flying from here and land somewhere near Brunnen. There is even public transport. So yeah, it's a good sport for paragliders. I don't know if it is an official spot or something, but it's, except of those two trees, it's a nice variant to dive down. I think it's at least 1 kilometer distance, maybe 1.2, yeah, the elevation 1,200, 1,400, something like that. Really awesome place to start. All right, so here is the hotel and restaurant. I see so many people are sitting under the sun rays. And here's the mountain, very close already. The idea is to charge up, refill with a breakfast, and continue attacking mountain. We'll see if I'm successful with that one. Yeah, lots of the people here kind of noisy, but I already ordered my soup, goulash, and salad, and black tea. We'll see if it is tasty or not, as people say. So here is my meal for today: goulash itself with some of the cheese, and the salad with, I think, Italian dressing and Schwarz tea. Well, let's try this goulash. It's kind of tasty, yeah. It's very dense, lots of the meat there, lots of the vegetables. Perfect breakfast, especially when you burn lots of the calories for the day, at the start of the day. It's awesome. I think I will not eat anything today, just this goulash, and that's it. Alright, it was definitely tasty. Not the best goulash in my life, but it was nice, pretty much good. It was worth hiking to this place. And now there is the mountain. Here we go. This is the trail. Let's try to do it. Someone built a building on the top, some sort of the house. I wonder what is that. Well, the elevation of the mountain, hell I know. I need to climb on top to probably find it out. Jesus, this is huge. And that's the beautiful valley there. Absolutely great. That's the pass to Germany. And here we have crazy high mountains. I saw the rumors in the internet that in around 1 week DJI is going to release new DJI Osmo Action 6 camera. So this is DJI Osmo Action 5. I hope that there will be a better sensor in Osmo 6, Action 6, and of course I'll purchase it because I need the best possible picture for the small format camera. Alright, so here comes the trail. Mythen house open. So the house on top is open. I wonder what is inside. And if I can pay with my card, I don't have cash. The trail is crazy, guys. Rocky Mountains. Hey. Well, judging on my breath, you already understand that this trip is not going to be easy for me. Absolutely. But maybe I should climb the top after all. Because what's the point, yeah? I already traveled a lot. 1.5 hours or maybe 2 hours in car. Twisty roads, walking 40 minutes. I think I can walk 1 hour with something to climb the top, yeah? Yeah, people running down. Running down is good, climbing up is hard. I wonder what I should do if I would need emergency toilet. I mean big toilet, not the small one. This is why I love living. For those kind of the sceneries to appear in my life. Yeah, I'm climbing. Here is the wall. Oh, it's very tough. Maybe I should have a breakfast after going down from this mountain because the food is out here not really comfortable. I feel my heart is beating wild. My physique is outstandingly bad still, even though I lost some of the weight. But luckily I'm 16 kilograms less now. I think I can handle it after all. I'll see. And look at this scenery. There is also the cable lift. Small cabins are going, I guess, from Brunnen. A huge dive down actually. Walls, vertical. I think also could be the place for skydiving with this wingsuit or something. Just need to climb a little higher for this activity. And here it is getting trickier because I need to put attention on the trail. You can easily fall down from the trail. The trail is basically a bunch of stones, yeah? Luckily we have this chain to grab. I think for safety reasons, of course for safety reasons, it's better to take it. Maybe if someone faints, goes down. Yeah, nice. But here you see this fence is absent, no protection. Kind of the rocky thing. So of course you need to have good shoes. I have good shoes for today. So let's climb. Whew. It's hard. Harder than I thought before. Also I hope that there will be no any stones coming. The wall, as you can see, it's very high. Nice. And those mountains there, they're fantastic. There's the cafe. I already climbed a little. Whew, I need to continue. If I set the goal, I think I should reach it. Can I do it? I think I can. I think I can do it. Yeah, the road is very stony, as you can see. I think if it was rainy, it could be slippery also, yeah? The stones are slippery a little. I can feel it. Well, nevertheless, I think it is some sort of the steps, you may call those steps from those stones. They're like horizontal, yeah? Those layers of the rocks. Whew. Sometimes we have this, some sort of the protection, sometimes not. Like here, for example, not. So I should be careful with my camera because I have one hand busy. Whew. I think that going down is more challenging. I think it will be more challenging for me personally. Looking down is always an issue. I think I made it halfway and I have to put the camera to my backpack because you see it's kind of steep here. And it's better to have two of the arms, two of the hands free, just in case, you know. I can see that house, so there's the top. I think I still need to scroll uphill for half an hour at least, maybe more. I will see. And here comes the moment that I think, should I continue my trip or not? It happens all the time in my life, then I do some of the activity. I always think, maybe I chose the wrong path, maybe I should stop, maybe I should turn around. But no, then you are capable to move forward, you move forward. That's my philosophy. I'm still like not dying to reach that mountain. It's just not necessary, yeah, for me to climb there, absolutely. But I decided to climb, so I should achieve it, yeah? I should reach my goal. And that's why people, I think, climbing mountains in general, they want to achieve some physical goal, to climb on top of something, yeah? Be on top of the world. Like Mount Everest, K2 and whatsoever. So yeah, I'm just gonna continue the trip. Some of the place to relax. Stone bench here. And there is the top somewhere. Oh my god, this is so huge. I still need to go. I think I climbed 2/3 of the way and still need to climb more. I hope I can make it. I feel the heartbeat, and also one of my ears is, I can feel some of the noise and it's a little bit deaf. I think too much pressure, blood pressure. Hey. But in general I feel okay, like it's not something that is killing me. And you see, the mountains are far behind and I think I'm higher than the snow level there. Yeah, definitely. Now I'm gonna remove the camera. It's better to keep it in a bag because this road, it's so steep here. Of course, it's kind of dangerous even, yeah. Now I'm going to the other side of the mountain and there is even some of the snow. Hopefully you can see it, yeah? From sunny side to the dark side. Yeah, I would say I prefer this side a little more because the air is more fresh, you don't have this direct sunlight. It's easier in a way to go. Yeah, the scenery here is pretty much fantastic. There's the house, there's the top. I can see a huge Swiss flag and the cross. Whew! That's the fresh air here. Oh my god. This feeling, you know, I like it. On final, let's go. Here is just a kindergarten. Yeah. Nice, we have protection here. I wonder how I gonna go back, you know. But so far so good. It's amazing. It's nice. I love it. I put the goal and I almost reach it, almost. Just not more than 30 meters in the height and straight forward, maybe 200 meters, maybe 300. I can make it easily. I can make it easily. That's the feeling. That's nice. Yeah, you see, on the sunny side there is no snow, but here it's already snowy. And it will stay here until summertime probably. I mean, the snow, it will not melt because it's the shadow part of the mountain. I wonder what is in there, in that house. Probably some sort of a cafe. I wonder if there is some sort of a cable road here for them to get supplies. Yeah, just 50 meters left to taste this wonderful, what is this? Mangelgipfel. Some sort of the croissant with cheese maybe or something, I don't know. Yeah, the road, as you can see, it's a little tricky. Just one step there and I'm gonna be in Brunnen city or somewhere. Kind of tricky. Well, it's fine. Just don't need to look down. And going back will be more difficult for me. Oh shit! More difficult for me because I will look downstairs. Now it's fine. Almost reached the top. Almost there. Almost. Yeah, that's the house. I wonder how they built it here on the top. And it's open here. Probably I'm gonna take just cola. That's it. I need to get on the top, on the very top. Well, it's almost very top. Whew. That's wonderful. Wonderful feeling. It's the highest mountain here in this surrounding area. Really nice. So here is the city or town of Brunnen, Schwyz. Wonderful lake. Yeah, really very high above ground level. And that's the other side, one more mountain, and that's the cross. Can I reach it? I think I'll try, but there is someone on top. I'll wait for them to go back and maybe I'm gonna climb to the cross itself. All right, now it's very top. This is the cross. As you can see, hey, I made it. And beautiful Swiss flag at the background, yeah? Fantastic. I made it. Finally I made it. Yeah, it's nice. It's actually, guys, my highest mountain I ever reached in my life, really. Almost 40, and this is the highest mountain. Some sort of the achievement, yeah. I understand that it's some sort of the tourist mountain after all. You don't need to have the special equipment to climb it. But for me it was a challenge with my physiques. Guys, I climbed this mountain and I forgot to tell you about the elevation. It's 1,898 meters, and the name of the mountain is Methane. Okay, something like that. And there is the helicopter stand, you can see it there. So hopefully you can see it, yeah? The landing spot, I hope. I just cannot turn here because I'm afraid. Well, they don't have the cable road to deliver goods. They have the delivery using helicopters. So it's very interesting how they built this house there, cafe, and how they, well, I understand how they deliver things with the help of the helicopter, but it's very interesting. And I guess I should go back. I'll switch on the camera a little bit later, and then I will reach the bottom. Helicopter flying. That's Riga. Yeah, some training flights. They fly, take off, land. Very noisy in the mountains. With this Riga crew. Just for training purposes they fly here. And I almost at the base. Whew. Then you go down, you have this tension, you know, in the muscles of your legs. So I feel like, I'm like muscles are. Too much tension. Well, look at this mountain. It's huge, really huge. 1,898 meters. How much in feet? How many feet? Hell I know. Well, here this part is okay, but sometimes there on top just snow, stones. It's kind of tricky, but acceptable. I think it will come again. It's already 5th approach or something. They take off, fly, and then return. Very, very noisy. Helicopters, but Riga is nice, Riga is good. To have a job as a pilot in Riga, you need to have 3,000 hours of helicopter experience. That's a lot. 3,000 hours, it's crazy. For airline pilot, it's a lot, yeah? But for helicopter, you don't fly cruising for hours and hours, like for example on 737 or 777. Here, you just fly, take off, land, take off, you do some job and land. So the flights, they're short usually. And to accumulate 3,000 hours, you need years and years flying. It's some sort of the helicopter job, and then you may apply to Riga. Riga is kind of tricky because they may land elsewhere. So you need to know those spots, how to choose those field spots, where to land, where it's safe, where it's not safe. I think they have a very good training, and those pilots are, I think, one of the most professional pilots from helicopters, maybe from around the world, yeah? In Riga. They're very professional. I'm almost at the very bottom of the mountain, the very base. It was exhausting. I think my goulash, the calories I obtained from this goulash already vanished. Yeah, for sure. But it was tasty. This cafe, I wonder if it is still open. Look at this, wonderful. Yeah, really good. I'm on the base now, and I see that helicopter is flying there somewhere. Really good. Oh, it's very hard tension in my legs. I can barely normally walk. For climb it was nice, but for descent with every step you like tighten your muscles, you know. For descent it was harder, I would say. Not for the heart, but for the legs for sure. It's very hard. Probably tomorrow I'll have the problems walking. I made it. The mountain left behind. Same cafe. I was dreaming about Cola Zero. On top there was just a standard cola, but I like this one. Nice. Cold cola. Just magical. I thought I would not make it, but I did it. And there were lots of the people actually. So it's like a tourist mountain. Nothing really interesting for advanced climbers. But for me, it was interesting. New achievement. I think I should search for some other mountain in this area or maybe elsewhere. We'll see. Yeah, that's the helicopter. Probably on a training mission, I'm not sure. They just landed here in the field, close to the church. Yeah, after all, it's not the training mission. I cannot film them, like from the close perspective, I'm filming myself. But that's the rescue operation here ongoing. I guess it's okay to film like this from this perspective, because you don't see what is happening out there. But definitely they're taking some people out who, I thought it's a training mission, because they did like 5-6 flights here. But no, they're taking people. I wonder why. So many. Crazy. Okay, that's the mountain. And I did it. Yeah, it looks tiny from this perspective, but actually it's huge. And what a view. What a nice view here. Yeah, this hike is awesome. There is already a sunset, so it took me all the day actually. But I want it to happen, you know. I really escape my cave, my studio, and I decided to hike today all the day. It's gonna be a very long video. Gonna publish it on my trash channel, Captain Denys. And you know, guys, then I was climbing the mountain, I saw elderly people also in their 70s, maybe also 80s. Few, yeah, compared to young people, but still they were climbing that. It is tough, I would say, to climb in that age. And maybe, I don't know, I understand why Rega helicopter was out there at the mountain base and not far away from the church. Maybe someone or some people, they got sick because of, you know, you have to work kind of hard to climb that steep climb. And yeah, at that age, maybe it's not for everyone. But people here in Switzerland, I think they mainly trained for those kind of the hikes. And yes, Rega does its job. I think one call of the helicopter is 1,800 or 2,000 francs. I'm not sure, but if you donate them, I think 50 francs or something like that per year, you have one call for free. I hope I'll never call them. Oh guys, I'm on a parking spot already, and soon it's gonna be dark. So I have to say to you, thank you for watching this video, for participating, pressing your likes, commenting and everything. I really enjoy filming vlogs. It gives me this good feeling, you know. I understand that just few people watch those kind of the videos, but I want to film those. I like those. So guys, stay awesome. Ciao.